Hey everyone, I'm Suresh. In this video tutorial, we are going to see the detailed demo of Web Storage API. Let's get into action. Okay, mm, let's open up this folder. I'm going to run a node server. It's a simple server which has three entry points or three routes. The iframe is going to iframe.html and the rest of the two routes are going to the default index.html page. Uh, now the HTTP server is going to run on port 5000 and the HTTPS server is going to run on port 5443. Let's run this server. Okay, so I have created this page to show the demo. Mm. First, we are going to see the session storage details. I have two text fields that can be used to set an item into the session storage area. And at the bottom, I have one section. This is just going to read the session storage and just display it over here. Let me open up the developer toolbar. You can click on this application and on the left hand side you see local storage and session storage. We are going to look at the session storage APIs. So when you click on it, here on the right hand side pane you don't see any key value pairs. That means this session storage is empty as of now. That's what I'm just displaying it over here. Whatever data you are going to store, when I say an item is, as I told before, its key value pair is called an item. Each item would be stored under this domain, which is in our case example.com. So you can have multiple items per domain. Let's add some here. See, the moment I added site YouTube item, it started appearing on the right hand side. This actually this shows the session storage area, the memory area, the data which is stored in that session storage area. You can have an empty key and a value. This is allowed. You can see on the right hand side the value field is Yahoo and the key is empty. You can override even that empty key. The keys are unique in session storage or in local storage as well. Then let's see what I'm doing here. Okay, we can do one more thing. We can remove the item from the local storage. Sorry, we can remove the item from the session storage. You can see here it got removed, and we have one more option called clear all. That's going to clear the entire session storage area. Let me add a few more things. Now let me clear everything. So this is how it works, and let's look at the code to see what I'm doing. So this is the place where we get the storage interface. You just have to use window.session storage for session storage interface. Once you get this interface, then you can manipulate the data storage using its own methods. In our case, I'm just reading the name from the name field and the value from the value field, and I'm checking if the value is not empty, then try to set it in the session storage area. I'm using the same interface which I have declared here. Then I'm using set item method which would have key and value. So I have explained the available methods in my previous videos, so you can go there and refer if you want to. These are our custom methods just I have created to clear the input fields. Then update table is going to fetch all the items from the session storage. So if you look at here, I just use the length property as well. So session storage interface length dot length will give me the list of items available in that storage. Then the storage would have the entire key value pair. I'm just looping it through to display the list. And when I clicked on that remove item, it goes to this method, and there actually I'm calling the same interface with remove item method and passing the key. It's going to remove. Clear items, again the same interface, storage interface. Then I'm calling a clear method on it. That's going to clear the entire storage area. So let me add some values now. Now I just open this URL in a new tab. See, it doesn't have any session. So the new tab is going to have its own new storage area, which is empty initially. That's what it means. Let's see. There's the tab which we just opened it, and I have just added this item into this sessions storage area. Let's go to the first tab and refresh it. You don't see it because when we directly open any tab or window, that's going to have its own storage area, and it's going to start with the empty storage area. So it's the same page, but I have a window.open which is going to open a URL. Then I have one more component, just a hyperlink, and that's going to open a URL in a new window. Okay, let me restart my server. Let me refresh this page. Maybe I'll close the second tab which we opened it. You can see on the right hand side we have two values. Okay, here also you can see this is just a hyperlink. When I click on this hyperlink, it's going to open a new tab, but this time you can see those values, whatever values we have added in the first tab, those all are copied. So if you try to navigate from one document to another document, even if you try to change the browsing context, it's going to copy the top level browsing context storage area into the new browser context. and once it is copied, then there is going to be two storage areas. These two are now entirely different. Let me show you how it is. This is a new tab. Now I have added a new tab over here, and it is getting added into this new tab in this session storage area. Go here and refresh. See, you don't see the new value or new item which we have added in the second tab. Well, this is the case with opening a new window as well. Let me click on this one. So you see the values are copied into new window, but now it's going to have its own session storage. Let me close this. So this time let's look at the local storage. What I have done here, I've just changed the label from session storage to local storage, and then again the JavaScript. So here I'm calling local storage object and getting the interface. Let me replace this to local storage. Okay, so this is now local storage interface, and everything is same, so the interface is also going to be same. Only I have changed this is the one big difference. I'm just calling local storage. This is how you are going to deal with local storage area. So the difference, if you remember, the difference between the session storage and the local storage is that local storage data would be persistent. Even if you close the browser, the data is going to be there forever, unless you manually delete or the user agent tries to evict all the data. Let's start the server. Okay, so you can see now we are going to deal with the local storage. The UX is pretty much same. Here application, then you click on local storage, because that's what we are going to deal with now. Let me add some content, or more precisely, let me add some items into local storage. At the moment I have added this item, it started appearing on the right hand side under local storage area. See, it started appearing. So as we said, it's appearing, and remove, it's again the same method. Remove item, you can remove. Clear all, it's going to clear the entire local storage area. As you see, it got cleared. And this is also going to take empty key and a value. See, it works as before. Now let's get into the actual difference. Let me open up a new tab. It appears, so you can see the local storage areas. It's there because the local storage area is going to be only one for the entire browser. So even if you open multiple tabs or multiple windows, it's going to access the same local storage area. Yeah. Let me close this window. Let me open a new window. I just open a new window and call that URL. Go here. You can, yeah, you can see it. The data are still available. That means these are all persistent data. This is one difference, the big difference between the session and the local storage. One more thing, I have mentioned it in my last video tutorial that there is an event called storage, and that's going to be triggered whenever there is a change in the storage area, right? Uh, let's see how it works. So you just open another tab. Now I'll tell you what I'm doing here. So this is how you listen to an event called storage. As I mentioned that it's going to have all these arguments. So it's going to give you a key, old value, new value, and a few others. So if if there is no old value and there is if there is a new value, then that means the first time we are adding something into the storage. And you would get the key also, so you can display that key, which item is going to be, which item is added into the storage area. And if the new value is empty and it has the old value, that means we are removing an item from the storage area. If we don't have new and old value, then we are completely clearing the web storage area. Yeah. So let's see how this works. This is my first window, first tab, and this is my second tab. What I'm doing here, I would just, if you had seen that in my code, I'm logging it whenever there is a change in the storage area. I would be logging this message. I'm actually trying to remove something from my first tab. Okay, if you click on the second tab, it would have been already logged. You see here? Do you see here? Let me go to the first tab. Clear all. You see that a web store is clear. Yeah. See here also you can see everything is clear because this all the windows, all the tabs are talking to the same storage area. So if you clear something, it's going to be cleared here as well and everywhere, right? That's what it does. This is like there is no difference even if you open it in the new tab from the top level browsing context. It's going to have the same value that are available in the local storage. Clear? It works. I think I have covered almost all the things about the web storage API. I have just referred the W3C document from here, so which I would leave the link in my video, just below my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again with another video.